What's going on, guys? It's me. I formerly went by Springlocks, but I've since changed it to Spirit Knight. So, anyway, as we all know, Transformers 1 didn't do good in the box office, unfortunately. And that's because Hasbro and Paramount didn't really advertise the movie that good. But, not to worry, as the producer confirmed that we're going to get a sequel in the future. So, hooray for us. So, here are some things I want to see in Transformers 2. And if you have your own suggestions about what you want to see, leave it in the comments below, and I will reply to it. Without further ado, let's begin. Number 1, the War for Cybertron, but not the way you think. So as we all know, the War for Cybertron, or the Great Cybertronian War, is the war between Autobots and Decepticons. However, I don't think the sequel is going to immediately begin with that. Now, what I mean by that is we're still having to face the threat of the Quintessons. Now, as you remember, at the end of Transformers 1, Optimus gives a warning to the Quintessons that if they dare return to Iacon, that they will have to face the wrath of the Autobots. So, from this, we can conclude that Transformers 2 will probably begin with the war between Autobots and Quintessons, and maybe the Decepticons will come help the Autobots midway through, before they decide we should take Cybertron for ourselves. And thus, the Great War can begin. Number 2, more factions. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, think about it. In some show continuities of Transformers, we're introduced to different branches of the Transformers. We have the Autobots, we have the Decepticons, we have the Insecticons, Constructicons, Stunticons, Combaticons, Terracons. We even have factions that are divisions of the two main factions. Chief among them, the Decepticons have the Decepticon Justice Division led by Tarn, which we probably aren't going to see for a little while. And the Autobots have people like, obviously, the Wreckers, a couple of others. So hopefully we'll see those in the sequel. Number 3, more well-known characters. I'm talking about hopefully we see characters like we get a look at Cliffjumper, maybe like a character that was only in one show, like Knockout from Transformers Prime. That'd be cool, especially if they got the original voice actor. That'd be so sick. But anyway, I would love if characters like that, and they brought different characters like Breakdown, Lugnut, Blitzwing. And I think Blitzwing is somewhere in the High Guard. Anyway, number 4. Hopefully we get more flashbacks to Orion Pax and D-16. Now, as you know, Transformers 1 ended with them becoming Optimus and Megatron, respectively, but we did get one final flashback to their time when they were first friends. I want to see more of that. Like, maybe we get flashbacks to before the war, before they became enemies. Hopefully we get to see more time with them in the mines, more of Darkwing being a dick. Speaking of which, who do you think is going to, or each team? Because for me, I feel like obviously we would probably see Darkwing in the Decepticons. Because yes, he hated miners, but he mainly hated Orion. He just hated miners as a general. So I don't know how he would feel being led by a guy who was a former miner. But one could tell, right? And Arachnid, where's she going to go? Because, again, all we know from her is that she was used to expose Sentinel's secrets. That's it. We don't see her after that. We don't, who knows? Okay, I think we're at number 5. Number 5, more music by Brian Tyler. If you don't know, Brian Tyler was a composer who did Transformers Prime, mainly for the show. But he did come back to do several songs for Transformers 1. In the songs, he mainly used the Transformers Prime theme song combined with some other songs. I really hope we can see Brian Tyler more, and maybe some other people with actual different songs. Number 6, the main one anyone's talking about is Bumblebee getting his voice lost. Now, in some continuities, he still has his voice box on Earth, but in some continuities, he doesn't speak. And mainly, that is from the fact that Megatron destroyed Bumblebee's voice box. And in the running joke in Transformers is Bumblebee talks way too much. And everyone is just saying, hey, can you stop talking? And then he says, oh, stop talking? Yeah, I can stop talking. What if this leads to Megatron capturing Bumblebee at one point in the movie, and then having enough of Bumblebee talking and grabbing him and doing the same move he did to the Starscream in their fight, but more, and eventually destroying the voice box altogether? Now, it would be weird, but number 7, and this is going to be the final one, for the love of God, do not put it in a full-on fledged continuity. Like people are saying, like, oh, it's like a G1 prequel, or those people are even comparing it to the Bayverse. But no, because, one, there are several things wrong with that. Like, for one, if it was in the Bayverse continuity, then Sentinel would still be alive. Number 2, and again, I just hope it's not, like, just make it its own continuity. And with that, that's the end of this video. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, because it does help out a lot. And join the notification squad. Anyway, this is Spirit Knight, signing off.